Okay, everybody, you see these tensions that are flaring up with Russia. This is extremely important. And I had one of the sisters in Christ, she brought this up. So I felt maybe I should remind people about it, that I had prophesied these events would occur. In the series I did about the Ouroboros, that serpent of old. Remember, I had explained that they were trying, these principalities and powers in high places were trying to create that enemy within. And they were trying to create that enemy with Christians. More so with conservative Christians. This is the ones because a lot of Christians are conservative. So they were trying to demonize and make conservative or just Christians in general the enemy within. And this is why I said it was important to just be still, that they would eat themselves. That's the serpent of old's behavior, the Ouroboros. They are self-consuming. They self-devour. If they don't have anything to feed on, they want you to feed into it, to feed into that same behavior, that negative behavior, that hate and division. So remember what I taught in that video, that if they could not create that enemy within, this is why it was important to just be still, as scriptures teach, that if they could not create the enemy within, they would create an outside enemy. And that's exactly what's occurring with Russia. They're trying to create that outside enemy to get you to feed into it. Understand? That serpent of old, the Ouroboros, has to get you to feed into that hate, feed into that division. So that they weren't successful at creating that internal enemy. So they're creating that external enemy. But what's important, remember what I taught. Do not feed into it. Don't buy into it. This rhetoric about Russia, the enemy. This is what the Ouroboros, that serpent of old, is trying to do, to get you to feed into it. But realize he's self-consuming. If he can't get you to feed into it, he devours himself. Remember everything I taught about that. So if you do have family or are in the military yourself, try to spread the message. Try to stand up and speak out against this rhetoric about this enemy, Russia, that they're creating. That's over in another country. Russia's going to do what Russia's going to do. But if they get you, if they get America or anybody, if the powers that be get you to feed into it, that's just that serpent of old at work, trying to work at you, that external enemy. Remember everything, and if you need to, go back and watch those videos about the Ouroboros. This is just those powers, those wicked powers at work, trying to make everybody or some kind of enemy to create more hate and more division. God bless.